Okay, yo, what's up? Kev Factor here. I like to call myself Kevin, but yeah, it's your host with the most. Kev Factor, yeah, oh yeah. So yeah, what is this, a vlog? Yeah, I consider this like a start to trying the vlog to see if it's a good fit for me. I've been wanting to make like some more YouTube content for a while, and it was like either do this or some Let's Plays. Um, just something a little different from other than streaming and making like some pentakill videos that get uh, in League of Legends every once in a while, and that's on like noobs and stuff, so it don't really count as a pentakill. So yeah, figured try the vlogging thing out. I consider my channel, to be honest, more of a journey. I've been like, I guess, journeying through things without playing the video game journey for a while, and I can recognize some changes, good things, bad things, this whatever. But yeah, we're going to try to do this, see how it turns out. Anyways, I think for my first topic, we're going to be talking about Borderlands 3, and why there's some red flags for me, and why I'm not going to get this game. So before we get in that, it seems like Borderlands 3, from what I'm seeing, the consensus is it's a pretty decent game. It's more of the same, more, which is not a good thing and it's not a bad thing. It's more of what you've played in the past games. So I think in judging that, it's good to, I guess, reflect on some of my past in Borderlands 2 in the first game. I didn't play the prequel, so just pointing out there. So Borderlands, I got that on the Xbox. Was it that? That was that. It was the Xbox 360 XL. Yeah, it was on the Xbox 360. And that was like way back in the day when it launched. I don't remember the context of why I bought it, but I just think I wanted to like try the game out because I've seen some multiplayer elements, and I mean not some co-op elements, and I've been like, at the time I was when that game came out, I wanted to like do more co-op stuff because I was pretty much done with this video game called WoW, World of Warcraft, and I was like trying some like other games out, and so besides some of the beat 'em ups I played like Ninja Gaiden and all that, I got into some of the, I guess, the shooter aspects of the consoles, and Borderlands was one of those. I felt like Borderlands was actually pretty decent, but at the time had like really weird play styles and how like I approach these games. I did my first run single player, and I was sort of afraid if I joined into like multiplayer games, I'd be like too much of a noob and everybody get mad at me. So I for some reason, I did like the single player run all the way through the game, and beat it that way. And I figured, by the time I beat it, I know how to play the game, and I can join multiplayer matches and stuff. Well, I think the problem was, I didn't buy the game at launch, so there really wasn't too much of a multiplayer scene when I got into that. Yeah, I'd here and there get into some matches, but the problem was if I got into a match, the person was like a level 60, full DLC layout, and here's me just coming off of like just doing a solo run with like, yeah, green weapons. I don't know, something. Had like this bazooka that chain fired everything, chain fired shots. Didn't really do no damage on the New Game Plus either. So yeah, I just sort of gave up on that game after a while. But the single player game was pretty fun when I went through it. But yeah, it was unfortunate. Didn't really have anybody to actually, co-op with. And that sort of like, I guess, made it clear that some of these games are just sort of more meant to be more co-op oriented. You group up with your friends and blast away. Unfortunately, I didn't really have like friends that played Borderlands at the time, so Didn't really get into that. Fast forward a few years, Borderlands 2 came out. I got it. And it was sort of the same experience even at launch. No, this time I got it on PC over the Xbox scene, and I sort of played it the same way too. Did a solo run, and later I did the tried to do some more co-oping, but unfortunately, New Game Plus didn't really find too many people to group with after like the first week or so. So it was, you know, me not having like friends in Borderlands, it was like sort of the same thing. We're like friends in the video games like that. It was same thing, play the game, and nobody to group with. Even though you might get like a pug group, but then there's like mismatching issues and junk. I just never get into it for that reason. But I did, I guess, somewhat enjoy the solo play that I did of it. And here and there, they would have like an event, and I would like log in and play it. And when I could get like a full group of people, that game was like awesome. It was the bomb. To be honest, it was great when you like find some people your level range and just play away at the game. It was like a really fun experience, to be honest. So yeah, it was Borderlands 2. The prequel afterwards was sort of like really negatively rated, so I never really got into that. And then there was Battleborn. Battleborn was going to be the next stage of was it form 2K Games, I guess Borderlands direction. So I tried that out, and to be honest, I hated the crap out of that game. It was awful for a lot of reasons. The first one was I tried like some of the co-op stuff out, and it just wasn't like fun to do. You had the like scripted stuff, which was I guess fun initially, but then you had to like grind that stuff out, which I didn't really care too much for. And not only that, like a lot of the grinding felt more of like a chore, to be honest. Um, yeah, it's more of a chore. You killed a lot of enemies, and those enemies didn't really pose too much of a challenge. I think later a hard mode came out, and I don't know, people tried. I remember doing this one game, people like tried skipping content. The whole whole team wiped, and it's like, log out. And the co-op thing just wasn't working for me. There's only like 3 maps when it released. I didn't pick it up after that. And then the game's bombed so bad it didn't really pick up. The other problem too was at the release of the game at least on the PC, I tried multiplayer matchmaking, and there was only like 2 people online. I kid you not, 2 people. I did have like a friend at the time. I think I did a round or 2 with him. Then we just sort of like lost contact with each other. But yeah, yeah, yeah. That's pretty much like all I had with like Battleborn. That sort of like left a really, really bad taste in my mouth. I wasn't too sure if the Borderlands prequel came out after that or not. This timeline is a little sketchy with this memory here. So that fast forwards us to the current game, and why I have some like red flags with it. So yeah, again, the consensus with the game is that it's decent, but it's more the same. So to me, considering some of my past, that sort of steers me off from the game right away. I don't really have like friends to play the game with, and I can maybe try making friends to play the game with, but I think you have to have like a connection with people to enjoy those games with. And it's the other problem is I would like only get it on PC if I got it, and the problem is based off of what I've seen with Battleborn, I'm not going to go down that route. Because I'm not too sure if the player base is going to be that great on PC. Before I made this video, I quickly looked up something with what you call cross play, cross platform support, and what do you know? Yeah, Borderlands 3 has no support for the PC for cross play. So consider it's released on a unpopular service, Epic. I really doubt there's gonna be like a big player base to play that game. So you're really going to have to like bring your own friends into the game to enjoy it. So, which again, I don't have friends to play multiplayer games with, so I doubt I'd enjoy it. The other thing is, this is just more of a general observation, but I'm not too sure if like $60 games are going to really do well in the multiplayer market anymore either. Um, yeah, $60 games. The problem is, we got like a lot of free to play contenders. Warframe. I was somewhat thinking about getting into that, but again, new friends. Yeah, we're losers. I got friends. Just all my friends are sort of like into different things. So yeah, we can do it. And with a game like Borderlands, you're like pulling teeth, getting like 4 or 5 people. Well, I guess you can have like 4 people in Borderlands, unless they change the group makeups. But you only have like 4 people to do that, so you're forcing 4 people to each to buy the game. You just can't like have like one person buy it and um, share access with everybody else. It doesn't really work like that, unfortunately. And if you have like a group of friends like that, it's probably better off to play games such as um, Fortnite, which I'd hate to play, but if you had friends to do it, I'd consider it, to be honest. Fortnite, I think Roblox is like free, so that'd be like what the kids play. Minecraft, it's only like $20. So there's that aspect of it, and all that together, I just sort of see like the player base on the PC side being just dead, like it was with Battleborn. So yeah, to me, just considering those facts, even though it could be a good game, I see like the multiplayer end of it being dead. I could be wrong, but until they get like cross server play, I'm just gonna stay clear of Borderlands 3, to be honest. I might have like considered if it was on Steam, to be honest, but it's not. I'm not really a huge hater of Epic, but I just hate the platform, especially for like a multiplayer game. As unless it's free to play, they're not gonna get really too many players for it. So you're just getting like a dead game, to be honest. Uh, it could be different though. It's a AAA game, but I'm not too sure. What I'm probably going to do with a game like that is wait for the cross platform play, and then I might like consider getting it, because that way I can probably have like better luck getting like groups and pugs and stuff. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Borderlands 3. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. Yeah. Well, try to continue this if I ever get time. Peace out, everybody. How long was that? 13 minutes of rambling. Wow. Alright, well, we can do. The Kiev, yeah. How do I stop that? Okay,